Hey manga fans, this is Mike Prasad with AniDotMe. We're here outside the offices of Digital Manga Publishing. We've been invited inside to see what they do and how they bring the best manga to you. So let's go inside and see how it all works. Hey guys, I'm here with Hikaru Sasahara of Digital Manga Publishing, and we're here learning about the office, checking out what they're doing here, and I want to ask you a couple questions. So you guys started as we specialize in importing manga from the Japanese market and bringing it to the US market, correct?
Well, we actually started as the anime distributor.
Okay.
Back in way before 1996, and then we changed the business focus from the anime distribution to manga publishing.
As an independent publisher, how's that different from, say, a big house like Tokyo Pop, for example?
Well, we don't have any financial backers or for the people to tell us what to do, how to do it. So we have the whole freedom to just test order everything that we feel that we wanted to do. So that's the freedom is the big difference. We started out by licensing, like everybody else does, titles from Japan, and then we figured that those licensing titles very restricted in terms of the territory, the schedule, and stuff like that. So we needed more freedom in our product. So we decided to start the publishing, creating our own original manga. Vampire Hunter D is one of the big titles that we created from scratch.
Oh wow, that's pretty legendary. I mean, that's a big deal. So you guys do a lot of the moving the layout and the text from Japanese to English, and then remaking it and publishing it out here. But you do it all in house. So could you guys, someone that can tell us a little more about that? Sure.
That's the process we call the localization process, and that can be better answered by our person in charge. His name is Fred.
So now we're going to go meet Fred Louie here at Digital Manga Publishing and see how the process works.
First, we kind of like do some research, see what's like some of the best-selling licensed properties available in the Japanese market, and then we try to go after it by approaching various Japanese publishers, and then we submit licensing contracts with them, and then from that, this process usually takes anywhere from a few months to a couple of years. So. But once we get through that, then it goes through a translation phase of the production, and then we edit the scripts, and then all the graphic production work, scanning of the artwork, graphic lettering process, and layouts, and then to the final printing and distribution of the books. Here we have some of the interior work that's being laid out for the book. Of course, with manga, everything's all black and white, and and reversed in the Japanese reading format, in the right to left reading format, and a lot of the English typesetting is done in this layout process. For how we handle the sound effects, we subtitle the sound effects. Many other publishers, they like to completely take out the sound effect. We like to keep the Japanese sound effects just to keep that authentic feel of the Japanese edition of the book with the localization process.
And how long does it take for you guys to relay out an entire issue of manga?
The main, I would say probably about 4 to 5 months process.
let me ask you one last question.
Sure.
So I kind of know that a large part of the manga that comes through here are yaoi.
Right.
And does it ever get interesting looking through all those all day?
Well, yeah, there's it's very interesting, and but after a while, you get very used to it.
So Sasahara-san, we talked to Fred. We learned a lot about the process and how everything gets done here, which is really, really cool. Is there anything else you want to tell us? Like, what else you guys are doing that we can look forward to?
Sure. The one thing I'm really looking forward to is basically to change the current manga licensing system. So what I'm trying to do in the next maybe month or two, I'm going to create a new system whereby we can possibly bring in not the 5 to 10 titles per month, maybe the hundreds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As I understand it, there's maybe 1% of all the mangas in Japan ever make it to the U.S., right?
That's correct. Less than 1%, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's really bad. And I think if the current system continues, I think eventually the manga industry is going to die here. It's actually going down quite a bit.
So
compared to 2008, went down by 20%, I believe.
So there's a good reason to have a change out there.
Oh yeah, especially in the bad economy hits, because it's more difficult for us to license more titles from Japan.
Well, if that means more manga from more of us fans out there,
yeah.
then I think we're all for it.
Everybody will be happy.
Cool. Thank you very much
Thank
and
you.
for the time and the visit.
No
Thanks.
problem.